What's up guys, and welcome to this video tutorial or walkthrough. We're going over question 5 of the 2017 IEB mathematics exam. This is paper 1 and this question is on differentiation, and it's a nice quick paper or quick question, so let's go through it. So the first question basically says f of x equals x minus 3 squared. Determine f dash of x, which is the first derivative from first principles. Okay, so it's important to remember that f dash of x is equal, the limit as h tends to 0, of f of x plus h minus f of x all over h. Okay, and that equation is given to you on the formula sheet. So for question A1, we're going to start off with f of x is equal to, and we're going to multiply that out, so that's going to be x squared minus 6x plus 9. Okay, now we have that in a nice form outside without these brackets. So what we can do now is work for the first derivative is equal to limit as h tends to 0, and everywhere that we see an x in this equation, we're going to replace that with x plus h, so that's going to be x plus h squared minus 6x plus h plus 9 minus f of x, so that's x squared minus 6x plus 9, okay, and that's all over h. So we're going to say that's equal to the limit as h tends to 0 of x squared plus 2xh plus xh plus h squared minus 6x minus 6h plus 9 minus x squared plus 6x minus 9. And that's all over h. Okay, so we're going to say that that's the limit as h tends to 0, and let's clean this up a bit. So that x squared cancels with that minus x squared, that plus 6x cancels with that minus 6x, this plus 9 cancels with that minus 9, so what we're left with is 2xh plus h squared minus 6h over h. We're going to pull out an h, so what we're left with is a limit as h tends to 0 of 2x plus h minus 6 all over h. These h's now cancel, and I can send the limit. I can let h tend to 0. When h tends to 0, that goes to 0. So what we're left with is 2x minus 6. So f dash of x is equal to 2x minus 6. Okay, so that's the final answer. Okay, we also know of a very quick and simple way of doing this question. So if we start off with f of x is equal to x squared minus 6x plus 9, and then we say f dash of x, and we use our quicker rule, the chain rule, so that becomes 2x, and you drop the exponent by 1, and that's minus 6, and that is exactly the answer that we got. So that's a quick check to make sure that you get all 5 marks. Okay, and then it says determine the gradient at x equals minus 3. Remember, the first derivative is the gradient, so all we're going to do is substitute minus 3 into the equation. So for part B, or part 2 of that, we're going to say f dash of minus 3 is equal to 2 times minus 3 minus 6, which is equal to minus 12. Okay, so nice and easy there, and we get ourselves 2 free marks, I would say. Okay, and the final question says determine dy dx, which is also the derivative of y equals pi over x plus 3x to the 1/3. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of that root sign. So then we can say that's equal to pi x to the minus 1 plus 3x to the 1/3. Okay, we don't have to do this by first derivative, we can just do it using our simple rule. So we can say dy over dx is equal to minus pi x to the minus 2. Remember the chain rule, you pull that down, Okay, you pull the constant down, and then you drop the exponent by 1. So then this is going to be plus 3 times 1 over 3 x to the 1 over 3 minus 1, which is minus 2 over 3. So we can say dy over dx is equal to minus pi over x squared plus these cancel, x to the minus 2 over 3. Okay, because we have minuses, we're just going to leave that as x to the minus 2. Okay, so a nice and simple question, nothing too difficult there. You just needed to know the chain rule. Once again, what we did here was just pull that down there and then minus 1 from the constant. Okay, so cool. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you found this video useful.